Peter was chained and could not break free. 16 soldiers standing guard over me. But while the darkness covered every stone, the church was on its knees and not alone. Heaven heard the cry that rose from that place, and an angel was sent by sovereign grace. But when the light broke through that prison cell, Peter heard a command, not just a miracle. God does the impossible. No one else can do, but there are steps of obedience left for me and you. God opens the doors, but I still have to walk. God breaks every chain, but I still have to rise. God lights up the path, but I still have to move. His grace does the impossible, but faith makes me choose. He moves the mountains, He calms the raging sea, but still He's asking, do you trust in me? The miracle starts in heaven, lands on earth through us, when we hear His voice and walk in trust. Rise up quickly, the angel declared. The chains had already fallen. God was there, but Peter still had to put his sandals on. Wrap his cloak around him and move along. How many times have we prayed for open doors? Well, God was waiting for us to move forward. We wanted the miracle to change our way, but overlook the small things. He would say, there are things that only God can ever do, and there are things that He is waiting on from you. God opens the doors, but I still have to walk. God breaks every chain, but I still have to rise. God lights up the path, but I still have to move. His grace does the impossible, but faith makes me choose. He moves the mountains, He calms the raging sea, but still He's asking, do you trust in me? The miracle starts in heaven, lands on earth through us, when we hear His voice and walk in trust. If I need to forgive, the choice is mine. If I need to start again, the will is mine. If I need to obey, the step is mine, though the strength comes from the one divine. If the door swung open, I won't stand still. If the calling came, I will move until. If the Spirit spoke, I want to respond, because faith without motion can't move on. The church prayed through the night and God came down, but Peter also had to turn around. The prayer brought the freedom to his cell, but obedience completed it as well. It's rest in His hands. I see the miracles rise across the land, because the God of Acts still reigns in power and keeps on calling us in this very hour. The chains fall by grace, the steps happen by faith. The miracle comes from God, but the obedience comes from me. And when the two things meet, the impossible happens.